All right, moving on to the next one. We're going to try to get through these a little bit more quickly here, hopefully. So we've got the 6. So this is an 8 note away minor 6. So the minor 6 represents the 6th position, and the 8 notes away means how far of a distance we're talking about. And this is a minor 6, which is normal for like a minor mode, which I consider the Locrian to kind of be a minor mode. So it's got a minor 6 in it. So, but it's a 6, and when we do chord constructions, when they do chords, they don't like the evens. So we don't have a 6. It got skipped. So we got 1, 3, 5, and then it goes to 7, which is the last note in our scale. And then instead of calling it a 2, they call it a 9, so that we could still do business with them. And then we go to an 11, and then we go to, and instead of a 4, and then a 13. So from a chord construction standpoint, we can't call it a 6, or else the DEI department will not let you construct a chord with it, because even numbers have been banned. They are too boring for chord construction, we have determined, and therefore possibly if the 6 identifies as an odd number, in this case a 13, then possibly they could be employed in some cases under the regulations. So that's what we do here. So it's going to be an 8 note away minor 6 or an 8 note away minor 13 from a chord construction standpoint. All right, so let's do this. So it's going to be 8 notes away. That's too far to reach going this way. So 8, let's go to the inverse distance. 8 minus 12 is 4. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 going backwards. That was tough math right there, and I'm an accountant, for crying out loud. But this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 goes to the open G. So if I went from G to B, that would be a 4 note away major third. But if I go from B, if I went from G to B, 4 note away major third, from B to G, that would be an 8 note away minor 6. So the inverse of a minor is a major. Inverse of a major is a minor. So the inverse of this 8 note away minor 6 is a 4 note away major third. Okay, let's go above it and look for the G up top. Gee whiz, where are you? So we're going to say if I go up 1, looking for an 8 note away minor 6, I have to look for the inverse distance, which is 12 minus 8 or 4. So there's -5 going up 1 string and then 4. Boom. So let's go up here. We're going to go -5 and then 4. So if I went from the G to the B, that would be, stop apologizing. I'm not going to apologize anymore. That's how they get you. You got to just keep it rolling. I'm going to say if you go from the G to the B, it's going to be a 4 note away major third. But if you go from the bottom to the top, the B to the G, it's going to be then an 8 note away minor 6. So if I go up 1 string, the 8 note away minor 6 is 1 fret forward unless I cross the fault line, which only happens on the B string. So if I was on the B string, it would be right there. So that means that if I go up 1 string, the 8 note away minor 6, which we can also call the 8 note away minor 13, is going to be 1 fret forward unless I cross the fault line, which only happens on the B string, in which case if I go up 1 string and cross the fault line, the 8 note away minor 6, which could also be called the 8 note away minor 13, if they want to be employed, that's what they'll identify as a chord. If they want to be in this chord group, that's what you're going to be called, dang it. And then then it'll be on the same fret. All right, let's go up 2 strings. Let's go up 2 strings, and let's go. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frets, 4. This is the longest distance stretch. So if I go up 2 strings, it's going to be -5, -10, 9, 8. Well, I'm looking for let's do this. Think about it here. I'm looking for an 8 note away minor 6. The inverse distance is 12 minus 8 or 4 notes away. This is going to be -5, -10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's count it out this way. So looking for a 4 note away distance, -5, -10, -5, -10, and then 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So that's just out of reach because that's 6 notes away. So it's right in the middle because there's 12 notes. So if I'm going 6 notes distance this way, it would also be 6 notes distance behind it if I had enough frets to get there. If I went from this G to the B, that then would be a 4 note away major third, and therefore from B to G is a 6 note away minor 6. Therefore, if I go up 2 strings, the 6 note away minor, the 8 note away minor 6, which could also be called the 8 note away minor 13, 6 frets forward unless I cross the fault line, which would happen on either the B or the E string, the bottom 2 strings, in which case if I went up 2 from there, it would be here, closer distance, a little bit easier to reach in that case because this whole tectonic plate shifted to the right. So the rule is, if I go up 2 strings, then the 8 note away minor 6, which could also be called the 8 note away minor 13, is 6 frets forward unless I cross the fault line, which happens on the bottom 2 strings, the B and the E string, in which case if I go up 2 strings and cross the fault line, the 6 note away minor 6, which could also be called, the 8 note away minor 6, which could also be called the 8 note away minor 13, will be 5 frets forward. Makes perfect sense. Clear as can be. Let's go up top, clear as can be. Just like that ice that was drilled from Alaska to put in my cocktail that they put. There we go. There we go. Let's go up 3. Let's go up 3 strings. We're looking for the 8 note away minor 6. If we go above the note, we've got to take the inverse distance. 12 minus 8 is 4. So 4 is the distance we're looking for. This is going to be -5, -10, -15, 15 minus 12, because there's only 12 notes, is going to be 3. And so it's going to be 3, -3, -4, 5, and 6. Wait a second here, K Paso. Let me do that again. I'm on the wrong note. That's the wrong note, idiot. Just because it's yellow doesn't mean that's where you go. You get attracted by the bright colors. Yes, I get attracted. I'm like a moth. I get attracted by the bright color. Okay. Sometimes the flashy light makes me want to go there. This is going to be -5, 10, 15. 15 minus 12 is 3, and then 4. Boom. Makes perfect sense. All right, so now let's do it from here. -5, -10, -15, and then 15 minus 12 is 3, and then 4. So if I went from the G to the B, that would be, that would be a 4 note away major third. If I go from the B to the G, that would be an 8 note away minor 6. So if I go up 3 strings, the 8 note away minor 6 then will, which could also be called the 8 note away minor 13, will be 1 fret back unless I cross the fault line, which would happen on the B or the E string, in which case, for example, if I was on this B and I go up 3 strings, 1, 2, 3, it's going to be back here. Now it's a further distance because this tectonic plate shifted to the right, making that root note shift to the right. So the rule is, if I go up 3 strings, then the 8 note away minor 6, which could also be called the 8 note away minor 13, will be 1 fret back unless I cross the fault line, which happens on the bottom 2 strings, the B and the E string, in which case, if I go up 3 strings and cross the fault line, the 8 note away minor 6, which could also be the 8 note away minor 13, will be 2 frets back. All right then. Let's go down. Let's go down a string. If we go down a string, it's going to be out here, so we can shift this forward. Now, if I go down 1 string, I'm on the 1 place where it's going to cross the fault line if I go down 1 string. Any other string I would on, it wouldn't cross the fault line if I go down 1 string. So, so it's going to be an 8 note away minor 6. I don't need to find the inverse distance now, so it's just going to be 5 going this way because it crossed the fault line. 6, 7, 8. So there it is. Let's count it out this way. 5 going this way. 6, 7, 8. So boom, boom to that G right there. So that makes sense. Okay, so that means that if I go down 1 string and cross the fault line, the 8 note away minor 6 will be 1, 2, 3, 4 frets forward. But usually I wouldn't cross the fault line. Even if I was on this tectonic plate down here, I wouldn't cross the fault line. And if I was above it, I certainly wouldn't cross the fault line because I got room on this whole continent so that I wouldn't like have to go on it. The continent is not the same thing as a tectonic plate, mind you, but because you could have one tectonic plate, like two tectonic plates on the same continent, but you get the idea. You get the idea. So so that means that if I go down one string, then the 8 note away minor 6 or 8 note away minor 13 will normally be 3 frets forward, which makes sense unless I cross the fault line, which would only happen on the G string, in which case if I go down one string and cross the fault line, the 8 note away minor 6, which could also be called the 8 note away minor 13, would be 4 frets forward. Okay then, let's go to the next one, altra vase, the last one, and then we're going to try to get to that 10 note away minor 7 as well. So let's do this. You've got to get a move on. Get a move on, man. If I go down 2 strings and cross the fault line, the 8 note away minor 6 is going to be 5 going this way because we crossed the fault line. 10, 9, 8. All right, let's count it out this way. From here, 5, and then 10, 9, 8. All right, so it's right there. Ba-boom. 8 note away minor 6. Okay, so that means if I go down 2 strings and cross the fault line, the 8 note away minor 6 is 1 fret back, unless, but what if I don't cross the fault line? What if I don't? Then I'd be on like one of the top 2 strings. So if I was like up here and I went down 2 strings, it would be here. So normally, if I go down 2 strings, then the 8 note away minor 6, which could also be called the 8 note away minor 13, would be 2 frets back unless I cross the fault line, which would happen on the D and the G string, in which case if I go down 2 strings and cross the fault line, the 8 note away minor 6, which could also be called the 8 note away minor 13, would be 1 fret back.